Welcome back to the Zero Check Podcast, episode 121, an episode that will live on.
Try again.
Long after we're all gone.
Oh, weird.
Is it really 21?
Take two.
This is the most important episode that we're ever going to record in our lives. Our lives have been leading to this. We are about to perform the most important podcast work that we've ever performed in our lives.
Gentlemen, do you believe in destiny?
Do you believe in destiny? That's not a rhetorical question. Bill, do you believe in destiny?
What? Yeah, I think I dated her. Back at she worked at Canada Gold Club.
That's her stage name.
I believe in destiny. I've met her.
Sorry to all the stripper listeners.
We apologize.
We could have a huge
our
stripper fan base.
Send your pictures too.
Good Lord. Good Lord. Gentlemen, there's a reason why this episode is important. I've been looking forward to this for a long time, ever since I knew about it, which has been for a couple of months now, when Chris and I one dark night had a conversation with each other about his intentions to one day wed as Xavier Sertova. Now,
did you ask him what are your intentions with your NPC?
No, I did not.
Did you have that discussion with him?
Now we're going to
get to a heavy crossbow, across your lap.
right. Yeah, as a crossbow wedding. Look, I have an agenda in front of me. I have an agenda. It is a very good agenda.
That's amazing. It's zooming in on Brad as he did that. It made it twice as funny.
Yeah, Brad's got this AI powered camera or something that maybe it just knows what his eyes look like. It follows his eyes around. Gentlemen, I have an agenda in front of me. It is a very good agenda. And on this agenda are two items. And the first item is one that actually I think should be interesting as well, which is the aftermath of the Battle of Fort Serenko, as it will eventually become known. The second item that I have on this agenda is just entitled The Wedding. Now, gentlemen, okay, I'm so happy right now. I want to plan this wedding. I can't think of four other men that I would like to plan this wedding more with than you guys. I can't. I'm so happy.
Oh, Mike, I'm sorry. I've already planned one wedding in my life. I've tapped out. I've already done it all.
Are you sure? Because we're going to pick the colors.
Oh, well, you didn't say that.
We're going to pick the theme. We're going to pick. My wife has given me some theme ideas as well. I consulted with her.
Good.
Awesome. I consulted with a woman before.
You can pay somebody to do all this, so we don't have to do it. Right? They're called wedding planners. You just throw some gold at them, and they'll come in and take care of it.
Let's hire. What's that group that was trying to recruit Nick Knock?
That's right.
We can hire them.
Beth Travelers.
Yeah, Beth Travelers.
And Beth, the wedding planners.
The Beth wedding planners.
121 episodes ago, if you would have led with "you guys are going to plan weddings," I would have told you to fuck off. I'm not playing this game.
I know. I got you.
I mean, I'm almost there,
but I'm committed, so I can't just.
I got you. We're going to do this. It's going to be great.
I can't just get up and leave.
Now, I kind of want to do the wedding first, but that would be that would mess up the continuity.
I want loot.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You want loot?
I want loot,
gentlemen. Let's rejoin the game. It is about 7 p.m. at this point. Darkness has fallen over. The remnants of the people that attended the Fort Serenko summit, I guess the Fort Serenko summit, the summit of Fort Serenko, Serenko's vineyard. I don't know. Look, let's set the scene here. Dry Colmay is amid administering a potion to his pig. Big Pig. Big Pig is currently deflating back to regular pig. Bolton is zipping around. Papa, he says as he comes to you. Can he talk, Brad?
He just beeps and grinds gears.
Oh,
makes noises.
Yeah. Papa. Is it little beeps? Beep, pop,
he was down
beep,
to 2
pop.
hit points, by the way.
Was he?
Yeah.
My goodness. Now, when Bolton goes down, you just rebuild him, though, right?
If he reaches 0 HP, it takes me a full day to rebuild him. Yeah.
Oh.
Sirio is up a bit north, and of course, Ogjulandus and Tompton lies unconscious but stable on the ground.
Yeah.
What do you guys do in these initial moments?
Everybody stabilize, you said, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think number one, scan to see how the battle's going. I mean...
Oh, sure.
Yeah, because there's other sections up north and to the east. They're like Black Tears and some other stuff.
I suppose I forgot about that as I was setting this scene. You're right. The conclusion of your little section of the battle was not the final part of the battle, and things are still going. Rundell and the balance of the Brevoy guard are mopping up some black tears. There's a frost giant still running around. Jathel and Lindsay are currently both wrestling with the frost giant on the ground. You watch as Jathel takes her scythe and takes it and pins the neck, gets behind the frost giant, starts choking him out with her scythe. And Lindsay's dancing around with the tambourine, turning around little circles. That's what you see.
She's distracting while Jathel's stabbing.
Yeah, that's right.
So, maybe we need to assist with that?
You could.
Okay.
You could.
I mean, or just we just have a little chat and loot corpses while they're out fighting all the rest of the bad guys.
Just getting thumbs up to everybody. Thumbs up.
Yeah, I mean,
you guys good? You good? Okay.
Your specific order doesn't matter, but why don't we look at a quick? Why don't we do a couple actions on the part of you guys? Because I mean, the battle is raging on right now. But I guess you do have the decision. You can fall in with the rest of the with the rest of the combatants, or you can do other stuff. It's up to you.
I don't know why we wouldn't, though. I guess that's if there's a battle going on.
I'd bandage the pig and take off.
Okay, it's dry. Ministers of potion to the pig against firing. Bolton and Mitchell Bolton, they rejoin the fray as well. What about the king?
I'm gonna fire off a heal to Og so that he's not just stabilized, but conscious, so that he can take an action. And then I guess I'm gonna start moving back over toward Natala, and I'm gonna call out for help.
Grab that note.
Help!
Chris, grab the note.
Oh, the note. Yeah. We kind of grabbed the note. Yeah, sure.
Moving in for the note. Okay. Let's move into the kind of a next round. It sounds like Mitch and Dry are folding into the fray. So we'll leave you guys into the background of that now. Og, you wake up on the ground. What do you do?
He's trying to get his bearings. I think he looks over and probably sees the bodies laying around. He's glad to see Garija dead and the frost giant dead, and he's probably curious what Syria's doing, and would probably ask, "Hey, what are you doing? What happened at all?"
Well, it's interesting that you say that you look over toward Syria, because as you wake up, you're lying on your back, right? You're looking up toward the crescent moon that's slowly beginning to rise over the walls of the fort, and then over your field of vision as you look up. Moon. Yeah, right. Yeah, as you look up. Over your field of vision comes good old Sugarfoot on her skis.
Oh.
Sugarfoot. She goes skiing through, and she's got candy canes instead of ski poles. And she's shooping through the air. And she looks as though she's kind of, you catch eyes with her. She looks down at you. You look up at her. And you can't help but feeling that maybe she was checking on you.
Yeah.
She was coming through.
Well,
check on you.
I was kind of having a feeling that maybe when Og was unconscious there, maybe he kind of had a thought that maybe Big Sertova was maybe one of the humans that Thirst was interested in. I don't know. He wakes up with that, just a strange thought, and then he sees Sugarfoot there. He's like, well, maybe that's what she was checking on. So I don't know. He's thinking about that.
Interesting. Well, Sugarfoot, you still don't know whether anyone can see Sugarfoot, right? But you watch as Sugarfoot shoots over, and she falls in kind of shoulder to shoulder with Sirio Sertova, as Sirio is heading over toward Natala Sertova, and she's now shooping right next to him, and she's walking up to Natala with Sirio, and that's what you see. Sirio doesn't seem to notice her.
Og continues to watch.
Sirio. Chris, what does King Sertova do in the second round?
I want to snatch up that note and pocket it and keep calling, hey, we need help. We need help here.
We need help.
Medic.
Sure. Medic. Okay. Natala Sertova.
Aren't you a medic?
Natala's.
Aren't you a medic?
I ain't wasting my spells on this.
I understand.
Takes his healing tools and throws them under the table.
Oh my god!
I don't have healing tools. I don't know
okay,
medicine.
Yeah. So you call medic, and you look out across the battlefield and you meet eyes with Rundell, and Rundell looks at you and his mouth falls open, and his shield almost falls from his left hand. And he straightens up. You watch as he turns around, and he just like bashes a black tear across the forehead with his pommel, and then he begins running toward you. Mitch and Dry, what are you guys up to?
Is he running towards the king threateningly?
Yeah.
You don't know.
Okay.
Do we see him doing it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put an arrow. I'm gonna knock an arrow, and I'm just gonna draw back and follow him. And the minute he makes an aggressive move with the king, I'm gonna shoot him in the head.
You draw down on Rundell, to borrow an anachronistic term. Mitch, same kind of vibe, or what's up?
Yeah, just kind of yelling at Rundell. Hold up there, bud.
Donnie, Og.
I think Og is going to. He's going to kind of get him. He's going to stand up, kind of dust himself off, see what's going on, and I think he's going to start making his way over. And he's going to say, "Sugarfoot, what are you doing?"
She turns to you and she goes, "Shh." She shushes you.
Sorry, Sugarfoot. I'll be quiet.
You guys, for the first time now, have witnessed Og talking to somebody named Sugarfoot. So that's something new.
That's not the weirdest thing to come out of his mouth, though. He's
had a rough day. He got crit twice in that fight. He was dead for a while. He almost died completely. Like, I don't think that filter's not there.
Yeah.
And really, I would chalk this up to, an Og rambling of nonsense, which he sometimes does.
Yeah.
Sugarfoot looks at you, Og, and she's like, "Shh," and she goes, "Check her fingers. Check her little fingers." That's what she says. And
I think Og would go, check her fingers. What? So maybe you just heard check her fingers like as a question. I don't know what Syria would do with that.
And then Sugarfoot says, "Keep that blade close." And then she pops. She pops out.
All right.
And she's gone. And that's what I love Sugarfoot. Have I told you guys that I love her? She's just the best. Syria.
So I didn't see any of this Sugarfoot business.
No, you heard Og go, "Hey, Sugarfoot, what? Check her fingers." So, I don't know.
I don't know. I kind of feel like I need to roll something to see if I can understand any of that. Because Sirio, he's sly and deceptive and stuff, but his intelligence is not, I have no extra points in intelligence. I'm just kind of 10.
But that would be a wisdom thing. I wouldn't be like intelligence is more of like book smart.
Yeah, I would agree with
I think wisdom would pick up on like, that's a cue to do something.
I rolled a 6.
I don't know. I mean, this is for you to decide.
So I've picked up the note on the ground and pocketed it. The fingers, I'm not going to grasp the hands or anything, but I guess I'll look at the hands to see if I notice anything.
Make a perception check.
27.
Oh,
she's got a beautiful ring on one of her fingers.
Is Syria detecting magic? Is there magic coming from the ring?
Maybe next round. Rundell runs. He doesn't look like he's being aggressive towards Syrio, but he's running over. His sword is in his hand. His shield has dropped to the ground. And he does look back over his shoulder once or twice to see how the remnants of his guard are doing. Looks like they've got it pretty well in hand, and the battle will likely wind down within the next 15 to 20 seconds. Okay. It's looking like the Brevoy and Stolen Lands, or I should say the Brevoy and Shrikehaven forces are going to win this. And he is now covered most of the distance toward the corpse of Natalis or Tova. Mitch and Dry, what do you do?
Does he have he has an air of like non-hostility, like more concern towards Natala? Like it's pretty evident that he's not.
It's evident. And I mean, he's running toward, he's not looking at Syrio. He notices drying on him and doesn't seem to care. He's not taking up any aggressive action.
Mitch is going to run by him, kind of put an arm on or hand on his shoulder, like give it a squeeze, and then run past him towards the battle that's still going on to help clean that up.
Okay, so okay, all right. Dry.
If I can observe him if I can see he's not heading towards the king, I'm just gonna turn around and shoot somebody. I'm sure there's somebody that needs to be shot.
In fact, let's have fun. Someone looks like there's a black tear that's trying to shoot Rundell.
See?
And you shoot that black tear in the face, and that black tear dies because we're having fun right now, and that's what happens. Og, you are standing nearby the corpse of Natalis Sertova.
So I think he would look at this ring, and could he maybe roll a lore master lore, see if he knows anything about this ring? Anything sticks out about it? All right, well, let's do that. Let's see. I haven't run a lore check in a long time. What do I add to this? Oh, okay. That is a total of 26.
You know, in addition to the ring, you see two items on her person that interest you. And, you know, this is one of those things where maybe this is something that, like, during the negotiation, maybe you would have noticed too. We never really talked about Natala. Here's what you see. The ring that she is wearing is a ring that is interesting to you. The opal set in this intricately carved ivory ring eventually becomes translucent and tickles your finger whenever an incorporeal creature is nearby.
Oh.
When in the presence of a nearby incorporeal creature, even if it's within a solid object, you eventually detect the creature, though you might not do so instantly, and you can't pinpoint the location. This acts as a vague sense, like a human sense of smell. An incorporeal creature trying to hide its presence from this sense attempts a stealth check against your perception DC. You know that this is a spirit sight ring. And it is worth 225 gold pieces, and it is a 6th level item.
Wow.
And she wears it. In addition to that, she's got a very nice hat on her head that's kind of fallen off and is next to her. This is a comfortable and stylish wide-brimmed hat, which magically protects you from the worst of the heat in hot areas, even when the heat doesn't come from the sun. While wearing this hat, you are protected from mild and severe heat, but not from extreme heat. This is a shade hat. 5th level item.
All
150 gold pieces. So you think she probably must have put on her nice wide-brimmed hat to journey south into the stolen lands, you know?
Hey, that's how I vacation. I got to have a big floppy hat so I don't burn.
She's got a big old hat on. Yeah.
All right. Man, Og kind of wants to try to snag that ring. Does he think? I don't know.
Pretend to take her pulse and like strip her off.
Yeah, I think he would do something like that.
Ooh,
yeah.
We're doing a little thievery.
I think so.
Ooh,
This is gonna go fucking
I think
terribly.
we're gonna try to get that ring. He can't help
I'm so
himself.
happy. I'm just so happy.
you ready?
Rondell's there too. Rondell's
Rondell's
there.
Rondell's on the
nearby.
way. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm looking at his perception
no.
DC.
Oh, you're so
Oh no, that's a natural 4 for a total of 17.
A total of 17.
Yeah.
Huh? Rundell. Okay. Oh man. No, I mean Rundell sees.
All right.
Yeah,
well,
if that doesn't beat his perception DC, he notices probably.
let's see what happens.
Rundell notices and he gets quite angry, and he runs up and he makes like he's it's almost as if you're a 5-year-old child.
Yeah.
And he's grabbing your arm. He's grabbing at your arm to try to stop you from taking the ring off of her finger.
Oh, God.
He's not happy. He's very unhappy. This is what happens.
Does he have thirst equipped?
Yeah, so I'm going to try to
Cereal.
I'm going to try to intervene here. It's like we don't want anything conductive on her body, just in case the lightning flares up and zaps her again. Rundell, we need your help. That's why I called you over here.
Okay, deception check.
Oh my God! Just
Okay,
hide it in lies and layers and lies.
Fuck yeah.
Lie my ass off. Oh, it's a pretty good roll. It's a 15 plus 15, 30.
It's a 30.
Rundell goes, oh, okay. And he bends down, he takes the ring off, and he hands it to Og.
Jeez.
Good move.
Smart,
move.
he says. That's smart. And then you watch as he puts his head to her chest. And a moment clicks by, and he hears no heartbeat, and he begins to gather her up as if he's going to pick her up and run off the battlefield with her toward that northern tent. Dry and Mitch, anything? Were you guys you're still mopping up? What's up?
Yeah, still mopping up.
Okay. Og.
Is the hat still there?
Yeah, it's on a string, and it's like the hat's got like a chin string, and it's like around her neck. And as he's beginning to carry her, the hat is hanging down below her as her head is lulled back, and he's like carrying her in his arms.
But it's leaving. It's gone. I wouldn't be able
leaving
to
with her. Yeah.
Okay. I'll take my hand off of Thirst. And then Og will he'll actually hand the ring over to Sirio and be like, thanks for I guess I don't want the electricity to hit me either. And he hands it over to Sirio.
All right. And Sirio Natalis Sertova is being whisked off toward the northern tent by Rundell. What do you do?
Rundell, do you need assistance? Can we help out in some way?
Without hesitation, he goes, yeah, come with me.
It's called Ramrod. You need our assistance.
Do you need my assistance?
You follow Rundell into the northern tent with the corpse of Natalis Sertova into the presence of Noleski Sertova, who you observe that he wraps his sister in a bear hug and weeps deeply into her shoulder as Rundell stands nearby. The battle grows quiet outside, and eventually Dry and Mitch come into the tent too, I assume.
Oh, you sure you want that? Because Dry's pissed.
Why is Dry pissed? What are you pissed about?
Because somebody set us up.
Well,
Yeah, that's true.
You guys might have forgot that we walked through this entire building and
That's a
there was
good point.
no explosives, and then we leave for the night and come back and there's explosives.
Yeah.
Who was in control of this whole fucking area? The king. So Dry's going to walk into the tent and he's going to draw Sirio's silver blade. He's going to start asking
you draw
questions.
the blade. You draw the blade. Noleski looks at you. He's got these big, wet, red eyes, and he looks at you. And in this moment, he looks so old, and he looks so disheveled. It's like the skin of his face is like hanging off of like prominent cheekbones right now. Like his jowls are just like hanging down, almost like tentacles. You know, there's nothing like otherworldly. I may be overdoing it in the description, but this is just, he looks
broken.
This is a man in the lowest moment of his life that you're looking at. Drycolme comes in, silver blade in hand, barking questions. Rundell goes to put a hand up, and he goes, we've lost two. Put the blade down, he says. And what do the rest of you guys do?
I mean, Mitch is kind of shoulder to shoulder with Dry. Is going to back him up, but I mean, he's also there to maybe like slow him down if he does something irrational. If he can, you know.
Dry? Irrational? No.
What you talking about, Brad?
And for Sirio, this is like this is what happens, Larry moment from the Lebowski. Is like this is what happens, King Sertova, and I'm pointing at Natala. This is why I told you to stay in the tent. Neither of you should have been on this battlefield. I'm glad you made it, but your sister did not. And so it's like a real talk, but like I'm trying to show him that I'm glad he's still here.
I'm glad you made it.
Your pointing him out, be like, this is what happens.
Yeah, and so and by the way, there's not technically a lie there, as I hear that statement, you know, in my mind. Your sister did not make it. That's all you've said. Maybe are you trying to simmer this down or take control of the situation? Do you think a diplomacy check is in order here, or are you looking more at an intimidation check to kind of get everyone?
I guess because I'm kind of shouting and like, let's go intimidation. I mean, I'm good at all these skills.
Well, that's true. It's probably the same mod.
17.
Oh,
on the die. Plus 12, 29.
Nice.
So, Dry, you watch as Rundell is cooled by this, and Noleski continues to cradle his late sister, and Rundell looks around and he goes, "Well, I agree." He says, "I agree. We've got a mole. We have a mole. Let us finish the battle, Let us go through. Let us search together. Colme, you and I will search together, and we'll figure this out.
Mitch is going to kind of interject and say, why don't you and I go? I'll take a look at the explosion. I've got some experience with things that explode, not wanting Dry to leave. And also anybody. Mitch is kind of like remembering seeing Sirio, what he did. And like after that statement, he's like, I can't really, he can't hide his like distaste at that. So he's going to just kind of step out.
Oh, so yeah, you're looking to remove yourself. You're watching Sirio's working these people right in front of you.
And I still don't know why he did what he did. So, like, I don't want to be around and
everybody wants to be in the king's posse till it's time to do king shit.
I mean, that's that's not the king's posse that Mitch would be a part of.
Over the next 10 to 15 minutes, the battle winds down. There are no survivors from the other side. They all fought to the death, every single one of them. And eventually, you identify a member of the Brevoy Guard that wears a piece of gear that is somewhat incriminating. Og, let's get a lore master check and an arcana check from Mitch.
All right. Let's see.
Is it like a I Love Black Tears t-shirt?
Oh, that's a 26 lore master.
All right. And Mitch?
For arcana?
Yeah.
It's a 31.
Okay. All right. So you both, one of the other guards brings this over and you both take a look at it and you both know what you're looking at. This is a long, shoddy cloak. It bears a hood and a simple brass clasp. While wearing the cloak, you gain a +1 item bonus to deception checks to impersonate an individual and to lie while in character as that individual.
Oh.
It looks to you like a black tear used this to impersonate a Brevoy guard. And perhaps fall in with the guard and either try to learn what the routine was going to be, learn everything that they can about all of this. And then as you're led out to the corpse of the person that this was found on, now that the disguise has been removed, Rundell sees like, oh yeah, I don't know this man. Mm-hmm. And it looks as though there was an infiltration in the Brevoy Guard by the Black Tears using this item. This is called the Unmemorable Mantle. It is a 7th level item.
Damn.
It is worth 300 gold pieces.
Sounds like perfect for Sirio, but you've got that cloak that can do crazy shit with Fireball, right?
Yeah, the cape.
Yeah, the cape.
What was that? Unmemorable
mantle.
Yep, the Unmemorable Mantle. This is I guess it's technically pre-master, but it's from the character guide.
Does Keston wear one of these?
Who?
Okay.
Yeah.
300 gold. That's a pretty big bankroll for that kind of infiltration. But I think so. Mitch would bring that information into the tent and kind of just lay out the facts. Like, here's what happened. We think you had an infiltrator in your ranks. I don't know. It seems like that would be excusable to miss that, right? Like, it's if there's somebody like going to that length to infiltrate, like how do you catch that? I don't know.
Well, yeah, and maybe you express that, but that doesn't stop Noleski from sending Rundell out and saying leave us. And he basically dismisses Rundell. There's other guard in here now, but he seems to be blaming Rundell for this oversight.
Yeah, and I kind of Sirio kind of pipes in there and says, "Yeah, King Sertova, it's wise of you to dismiss your close advisor once he's failed you, this bigly, right?"
This bigly.
What other guards could be in league with the Black Tears? I'll offer the services of Jathel here as Inquisitor to kind of ask him some questions for your safety, so you can make it back to Brevoy all right if you continue to have these guards.
Jathel looks at you with delight on her face that is palpable, and Noleski takes a moment. Here, let's roll. Let's roll for good old Noleski. Oh, no. Noleski goes, thank you, cousin. Yes. And Jaethal will travel. Jaethal will travel back to Brevoy.
Is he even in any condition to go back to Brevoy? Should he really come back to Fort Trand with us?
I was going to say maybe we should.
He's in no
go for
condition.
the king. Yeah.
No. I will take my leave. Now more than ever, I need to go back.
Try's going to try to talk him into going back to the kingdom with us because he's just going to explain, like, look, you've already been betrayed by your guard once. Who knows who you can trust out there? You could travel back with us, stay a fortnight, send from some of your guard to come down and get you, and then go back with them. Because right now,
I would talk him into a bad decision for him, or you think this? Or do you genuinely believe that this is what he ought to be doing?
I just think he should be with us while he grieves for his sister. So,
is this in furtherance of a plot, or is this just out of genuine concern for Noleski?
It's not concern. It's a genuine concern for Chris or for the king, and the plot to cover up what happened on the battlefield with his sister. So, if we can get him and his sister back to us, have a state funeral, have his new guard come down and take him back, get her in the ground, push everything over, and then out of sight, out of mind kind of thing.
I will tell you that Noleski just lost his basically his kind of co-ruler.
Yeah.
His position on this is like, I need to get home and lead my people.
My thought with having him here was, well, either way, like keeping him close and suddenly he's got to rely on Sirio, right? When he needs something, he's got to turn to Sirio. Like, what do you like? And building that relationship kind of through this crisis, right? And maybe he stays with us for a week and just start to build that relationship. Because if he goes right back to Brevoy, he's got 1 million people around him trying to divide his attention, and it's going to be real hard to keep that up long term. That was just my thought.
Let me roll for Noleski to see what he does as this discussion perhaps unfolds. Here's what he says. He says, "No, thank you. I must take my leave, but take Rundell. I want you to receive Rundell as a guest. I want you to watch him, and I want you to determine whether or not he could have had a hand in this. Cousin, this is the best that you can do for me right now. Thank you."
Yeah, so Sirio agrees to this, and Jaethal's complement of elite guard whatevers that she had with her can escort you back to Brevoy.
She does this. The guards do this. The remnants of his guard go with him under Jaethal's watchful eye. Lindsay folds back in with you. You and Rundell and the rest of you guys proceed home. But not before you loot Garaja's corpse. She carries the final item that I had here for you guys. She wears something called a choker of elocution. This platinum choker bears characters from a language's alphabet, and it gives knowledge of that language and the associated culture's customs. You gain a +1 bonus to society checks and the ability to understand, speak, and write the chosen language. Your excellent elocution reduces the DC of the flat check to perform an auditory action while deafened from 5 to 3. This is how Garaja was working to unite multiple bad guys, all speaking different languages. This is her choker of elocution.
It's definitely a king thing.
Yeah. This is GM Core 287. This is a 6th level item worth 200 gold pieces.
I think Try's going to keep the unmemorable cloak, though.
Yeah, the unmemorable mantle?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so to review, you've got the unmemorable mantle, the spirit sight ring, and the choker of elocution. Not a bad little haul.
Good little haul. Well, I think we start heading back to Fort Trand.
Back to Fort Trand, right? Back home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and so since we're not diminished, but we just don't have as many in our group, because we don't have any of the guards and stuff. I say we go back to our fallback point and take those canoes down, since it's just, I don't know, there's 7 of us?
Yeah.
What kind
6.
What's Rondell like on this, or Rondell, what's he like on this trip? Is he quiet, reserved? Does he get in?
He's dejected.
Okay.
This is a man that has failed. This is a man that that just probably got fired by Noleski.
Did we get the vibe? Go ahead, Drew. Or Chris, go ahead.
Was he in the tent when I told the big Sertova that it was a good decision to dismiss Rundell?
No,
or had he already left?
Turned and left before that. He did not hear that.
Yes. I mean, I guess as we're traveling down, I'm not really try to buddy up to him, but I just try to empathize with him. I can understand how you're feeling. I've had to dismiss advisors before, but I give them second chances and things like that.
Make like a diplomacy check.
Put a 3 on it, 18.
Still a pretty good roll. It's 1 influence point with Rundell.
Oh.
With Rundell, the fighter.
So Rundell's not going to be like, your guys were looking for traps too. Like, I'm not the only one that failed here. Like, is there any of that, or is it?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I assume maybe you guys are talking to him. I mean, you're right. You guys all checked around. You guys looked.
We didn't build the stage, though.
That's valid. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the one that sinned, here.
So I think Og would be like, so Rundell, you were really upset about Natala. Were you guys more than just it was just more just like a boss worker relationship? Was there anything going on there?
Let it go.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Deep in the night.
Sometimes. Oh, okay.
I would see her look to me.
Oh.
In a way that made me mildly uncomfortable. I was thinking about making a complaint to Brevoy HR.
Brevoy HR.
It's just she was creepy. She would just sit and stare at you.
I feel like maybe she just liked how I looked. And that's how I got my job.
Did she ever ask for you to take your shirt off and turn around? Was there anything like that? Was there a modeling portion of the job interview?
Sometimes I feel like she would come to my door when she thought maybe my shirt was off, but I would always put it on before answering.
Well, she always that shirt's much too big. We got to get you better fitting shirts.
Sometimes she would suggest that we have armor that has the arms showing.
Yeah, I think you would have been right to go to HR.
She kept talking about the gun show being in town.
Jesus.
I never knew what that meant.
No guns. It's weird. That's weird. So, well,
it
seems like your lecherous boss dying is maybe a positive. Maybe this is a positive change for you. You're from underneath her and new job opportunities.
Literally,
yeah, it's awesome. We won't sexually harass you hardly at all. It's great.
I can't believe that we just established that Natala sexually harassed Rundell. That's terrible. This woman has died.
No harassment. She was just, kind of glaring at him. Maybe.
That's right. Maybe.
Putting him in
She never acted on her lecherous feelings.
Allegedly.
She had the thoughts in her mind. She never acted on them.
Well, that just happened.
He tells you that that this will be devastating for the government of Brevoy, but that he knows that Noleski has gotten soft. And his hope is that this will be the basis for a new era in leadership, that Noleski will rise to the occasion and be stronger because of this. That is his hope for his king.
That's nice. He still wants the best for Big Sertova. Good for him.
Yeah. But you guys get back to Fort Trand, blah, blah, blah. Let's talk about the wedding.
Oh.
It's time for the wedding. I'm so happy.
Is Rundell in the wedding now? Does he have? Is like a?
He's a flower girl.
We get him as an usher.
That is an excellent segue into. We got to plan this wedding. We need to plan. We need to know what's going to happen when. I've been in one wedding in my life. It was mine, and I've been to maybe a couple others. But I need to know. I need to. What are we going for here?
We're rolling for things, right?
You want to roll?
Yeah,
you want to roll on a theme table?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, there's a wedding planning mini game.
There's a wedding planning mini game.
We're fucked.
Now, gentlemen,
I do not choose to play.
Man,
let's go into item number 2 of today's agenda, which is the wedding. We're going to plan this wedding.
We are the niche podcast for people that love planning weddings and playing Pathfinder.
I can't think of 4 other men that I'd rather plan a wedding with than you fine gentlemen. Bill, Bill?
What?
Oh my God.
Bill?
What?
Did you log into WoW?
No. Bill, are you playing WoW? No. What's going on over there? Bill, what is the color theme of this wedding? What's the color?
Crimson and gray.
Ooh. Crimson and
That
gray.
boy's got skills.
My high school colors.
I like that. All right. Yeah.
Why don't you have a sip of your gallon of water?
Yeah, Bill, you getting hydrated over there before we plan this wedding?
How many aquifers did you drain for that fucking bottle of water?
No wonder Tennessee's in a drought.
That's right, here's Nevada. It's all their water supply.
Oh my gosh, you pulled that straight out of the Hoover Dam.
Yep.
Okay. My wife has suggested 3 themes for this wedding.
Oh my God. This is
Why didn't she come on? Why don't you get Tina? Have her come in here. She can plan the whole thing.
I mean, she might like that,
Yeah.
actually. She would probably enjoy it.
So what are the themes?
But no. Here are the themes. We have garden party.
Oh, okay.
That's the first potential theme, garden party.
Nice.
We have revelry under the sea.
Oh, revelry. Revelry under the sea.
I got to look at what revelry means.
You guys started with the Back to the Future, and you said you can't do that, but we like Under the Sea. And then somebody, were you guys watching like Bridgerton or something, and they said revelry? Like, how did you come about this? I
don't
feel
know.
like
That's
I
just
can
what she
piece this
said.
together. Okay.
Her third suggestion was ranch life.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
It's like a lot of, like-
it's evocative.
Oh,
It
it's
gets
like
people going.
it's like a
Cowboy
Dwight
boots,
Schrute
hats.
retreat
It is.
wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah. So garden
Ranch
party,
life.
revelry under the sea, or ranch life.
I'm going to go with garden party.
Okay. We got one vote for garden party. Donnie, what do you think? Or look, don't let my wife, control this. We need to, if there's a different theme for the wedding,
Oh
we
my
need to
God.
know.
Ranch life. I just want to be that one there's that one guy that shows up with like, I thought this was like a celebration of ranch dressing, but apparently we're supposed to dress like cowboys. My mistake.
Living the ranch life.
Ranch life. Okay, so we got one vote for ranch life. Oh my God, Chris and Brad, you guys can unite against these two guys and get whatever theme you guys want. Do you want to collude? What do you want to do?
I don't know. Pick a fourth option.
You could pick a fourth option. You could.
What about like a furries?
It's a Trekkie wedding. We have to introduce Trekkies into the world.
There's a long series of stage plays based on the science fiction stage plays.
Well, I just love like that. It's under the sea is an option.
I know.
We live on a lake. We live on a lake. It's like
That's true.
what?
Oh yeah, revelry under the sea. Yeah.
Revelry, under the Shrike River. I don't know. Let's go with. I like the ranch idea. I think that's gonna be tacky.
Oh,
I'm all about tacky.
Okay, ranch life.
Like
okay.
we're talking like Yellowstone kind of thing, like right, like
Yellowstone.
Not like, okay,
Yeah, it's like
Not
a
ranch
Yellowstone
dressing.
wedding.
no, it's right. Okay,
Well, I mean, you could.
and not like Shroots or like
I'm thinking it's
ranch.
more like Oklahoma.
Well, the garden party would have been the Dwight Schrute
The
party.
Dwight Schrute. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah,
That's garden party. Jim Halpert.
and
Which I think
gentlemen.
we've already done that bit once before.
Probably.
All right. But Siri, this is Sirio's wedding.
I mean, the advisors
what's the
are
theme?
advising me ranch theme. So I
Yeah.
think we have to go with the ranch theme.
Ranch life. Wow. My wife would be so surprised that you guys took ranch life.
Well, when she listens to the podcast on Monday, Mike, she can hear it.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah, she listens for sure.
She totally listens.
She totally
the way,
listens.
Did
Yeah.
you guys ever watch
this?
We might
Totally
talk. Did you guys ever watch Hey Dude on Nickelodeon?
Hey,
Dude. No, you're not familiar with Hey Dude. Oh, you got to
No.
go check out Hey Dude. And this is all I'm picturing in my head now is we're gonna have a Hey Dude wedding.
Hey, dude, wedding.
Hey Dude.
Okay, so the color theme is red and gray, or crimson and gray.
Crimson and gray.
Okay, we're doing ranch life. Syria, who stands with you at your wedding, or does anybody? What are you looking for in this ceremony?
I mean, just like an official thing with a party at the end.
Okay,
Not like one of those bountiful kingmaker turn feasts, because those are
sure.
like crazy
Those are
expensive and like
expensive.
debaucherous.
Yeah.
But a big, good reception.
Okay, all right, we can do this. And we haven't talked much about the bride. Is it a bride?
Much.
It's a
Much.
bride,
We haven't
right?
talked at all
We haven't
about
talked
the
at all
bride.
about the bride.
Yeah.
And it's just occurred to me as I sit here that Sirio and his bros are planning this wedding. But what about the bride?
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
That's not how it
we haven't
works.
talked
here.
about the bachelor
not how it
party.
works here.
Paying for this.
well, I think you are. So maybe that's why. I don't know. Maybe that's why you guys are planning it. But I will let me roll on behalf of the bride. Oh, why don't I be the? You guys want me to be the bride? I'll be the bride.
This is what this all.
Any duties that you give to me, I'm going to immediately hand off to Lindsay, just so everybody knows.
We still have a bachelor party to plan too, guys. Don't forget.
Mike, does our podcast have an HR department? Just curious.
It's me.
It's
so
Yeah, it is.
yeah.
I've been beeped. Me and Chris have been beeped.
yeah. You guys have been bleeped. Ranch life is acceptable for this bride.
Oh, good.
This bride
Good for
likes
her.
ranch life. Yeah, she's
fantastic.
into it. She likes to do it.
Ranch all over
She's
pizza.
gonna. It's the skirt and the cowboy boots, right? Walking up and down.
She wears a skirt. She wears cowboy boots. She looks good.
She woos a lot.
She dressed herself.
Woo! She a woo girl.
Yeah. Let's cut to the day of the wedding.
Oh.
Okay. Sirio stands. Harem is officiating, which is something that I love.
This is going to be a downer of a wedding if Harem's,
He's your magister. I guess I should ask: is it Harem's officiating? I would think, or
yeah. I guess the only other cleric friend we know is kind of a skeleton and
Velcro,
doesn't say a
he's
whole
war
lot.
priest.
Say a whole
You could have Velcro up there giving the sermons. War priest.
Doors
Velcro.
and floors.
Harem is officiating. His 3 children, who are now toddlers, come down the aisle, and they're all carrying around flowers, and they each have their different colored eyes, and they're spreading the petals everywhere, petals of crimson and gray. And boy, it's packed. Lots of people are here.
Oh, final touch. Instead of like pews or chairs, they're hay bales.
That's great. That is a great touch. Yeah.
Everyone's in cowboy boots.
Is anyone else just like really hoping for another owlbear attack? Or is it just
I tell you what, the pig's in here just rooting around and everything.
Oh yeah.
He's fucking at home.
Bolton zips around after the pig, trying to keep him in order.
he's not showboating Bolt in front of the king. That would be inappropriate.
Oh, I see. Fine. You guys are all standing up there, and Harem's 3 children begin, putting the flowers everywhere. And we cut to Harem, and Harem stands before you all, and he raises his arms up to the sky, and he goes, everyone, we're gathered here. Please let the music begin. And the music begins, and coming down the aisle as the bride in this is, let's see, have you guys made guesses? Have we called it?
I don't have any guesses at all.
I have no clue where this could go. Brad, do you know?
No.
You're usually good at guessing this stuff.
Yeah. What's her fucking name from?
Mary.
No, it's the chick from fucking Kurtower.
Oh,
we
you
sent
think
out there.
it's Octavia?
Yeah. Oh shit! But she was like hooked up with the other dude. Now,
Yeah,
so I guess
she was-
I don't know anyone. I don't. Yeah.
Wow. Well,
Micmac.
in her ranch attire, cowboy
It's
boots.
Natala or not Natala? It's who's the fucking lizard folk chick?
Oh.
Getting weird with it.
Neela.
Neela
Trand.
Trand.
Oh, wow. Lots of eligible bachelorettes in this kingdom. Coming down the aisle in her cowboy boots and her ranch attire with a beautiful cowboy hat on and a little vest with a Yellowstone emblem on the back is none other than Valerie Bedelia.
Oh, really?
Coming down the aisle.
I
Coming
actually
down the
called
aisle.
that when you first started talking about this. I was like, oh, he's going to
She's
marry
from
Valerie.
a noble family. She's from a noble family in Brevoy.
My.
Valerie Bedelia.
She got the Virginia Slim hanging out
Yeah,
of
she's
her
got a
mouth.
fucking Marlboro.
She's got a Virginia.
Camel,
Yeah, she's got a
camel
Marlboro.
non-filter.
Yeah, she's got it. Yeah, she does. And she walks down the aisle, and Harem looks at you all, and he goes, "We are gathered here today." And the moon behind him rises up,
moon?
and
Full?
it turns sepia.
I was like, full.
Yeah, full moon. Yeah, Oh, is it a full? No,
No, it's a full moon. Like,
Terrible planning if it's a full moon, guys.
Terrible. Yeah. No, and Valerie knows
we
this.
did all this wedding planning, but we forgot about the full moon.
Yeah, Valerie knows of the king's condition, as you might recall. She's perfect. And Harim goes, "We are gathered here today for this beautiful wedding." And why don't we begin next week with Harim's wedding speech?
Because your face is way too excited for it is why we can't. Oh my God. You look like a little kid on Christmas morning.
I'm so happy right now.
He's got to write it.
He's got it. Yeah.
He's got to write it.
He had to know if it was a ranch life theme or something else, but to properly
I had
get
to know
the
what the
theme.
theme
That's
was.
so funny.